We're Maria and Olivia. After 2 years of long distance, we decided to call it quits, drop everything, and move to Athens, Greece to explore our mutual love for adventure and travel. Come explore with us and see where we go next.
All right, we got our COVID check, and now we're just waiting for the results.
We should get the email anytime now, and hopefully we will be celebrating afterwards so we can go on our trip that we have planned in 2 days.
All right, fingers crossed. All right, they send us the results.
And it is negative.
Negativo, baby.
So we're going to celebrate.
I'm feeling like some Mexican.
You got a margarita?
Oh yeah, let's get some margaritas too. There's this really cool place we've been meaning to go over here by the center. And I think the negative results are a cause for celebration. Let's go. The fajitas, chicken fajitas. They smell really good. All right, going in for the bite. It's really good. I think even if you go to an average place in Greece, the quality of the ingredients is very different. So it's so tasty. I think this might be the best fajitas I've ever had.
I ordered I think they were the chicken avocado ranch tacos. And they're crispy. Can't forget the crispy. Love me some crispy bits. That looks really good. The flavors are really good. My favorite part is the crispiness. There's a little bit of a spice, but it's not too much. Yeah. Say 9 out of 10.
Let's do it. We got our visas and passport check and tickets, and now we're heading to security and the gate. Let's go.
And I'm ready for some more coffee.
Cheers. Okay, so we are at the airport about to board our flight. So the ride here was super easy. We took a cab to the train station for about €5, and then we took the metro all the way here, so we don't really need to change any trains or buses, and that was €9. So the total, yeah, €9 each. And the total was probably about $30. So now we're gonna go board our flight. See ya in London. Welcome to cloudy London. We just landed about 15 minutes ago. We passed through the passport control and now we are out here figuring out what our form of transportation is going to be. We are staying with my cousin Fivos and his fiance Nigel. I think we're probably, because we're not in London, we're actually gonna take an Uber, which is gonna be about £47, about $65, compared to the bus route we could have taken, but that would have been 2.5 times the time. So the bus route for the both of us, it would be 2 buses to exchange. It would have been about £35. So for the difference of 10, I think it's worth to take it. But as you can see behind me, there's so many different buses that you can choose from, coach, public transport of the city. So you definitely won't be out of options. All right, let's head over.
Hello from sunny England.
We brought the sunshine from Greece, I think. It was raining yesterday, it was supposed to rain today, but
Other than a little bit of humidity, this is probably what I would call perfect British weather.
I love it. First impression so far, because I've never been, Olivia has roots from here, so she used to come often as a kid and as an adult too. I love it. It's, so far from what I've seen, it's the perfect combination between the United States, like Midwest, East Coast, more East Coast with the buildings and all that.
It's a honeybee, it's okay.
Oh my God, it's gonna get me. Oh, that was a little scare we had, but we're back in business. So welcome to our London vlog. I love all the green. I love Greece and its energy, but it is a bit of a concrete jungle. So it's really nice for the eyes to see all this green and forest areas that, like, it's literally right at your doorstep. We literally took a 5-minute walk through like a really nice quiet neighborhood, and we're on our way to the tube. We're in like this big forest, which was like a really old estate of someone that had the building. They still have the stable, but I love all the history and how old everything looks. It's just like, you can tell just from looking at the rocks, you're like, wow, these rocks have been around for like 300, 400 years, and I'm so excited to explore the rest. Shall we go?
Let's go.
But before we go, please leave us a like, subscribe, and do all that usual stuff, because it really helps us out and we can bring more stuff like this to you.
And we can't wait to do that.
For the 1832 South Central service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Morecambe, Hayward Heath.
This is a very long escalator. This might be the longest escalator I've ever been on. While we were in the tube, like, we must have been so deep down because our ears were popping.
I know.
Like, that's crazy.
I'm curious how far down it actually is.
Yeah, we'll find out and get back to you.
So this is what I would call central London. This area right here. I would like to say that fresh air feels very nice, and I'm very hungry and excited to eat. So I ordered the fancy bacon roll, and it has bacon, poached egg, a spicier hollandaise sauce, green onion, chili, which I took off most of it because I don't think I'd be able to eat that much, and poached egg. Oh, crispy onions. And I added avocado on the side. So let's see how it is. It's really good. I didn't even get any bacon in the flavor yet, but now I will. They claim it's the best brunch in London, the UK, and the world. And it's the best brunch I've had in a long time. That's what I know.
And you know that Olivia fancies her bacon rolls, so a fancy bacon roll is next level. Alright, and I got a fancy avocado toast and the award-winning banana bread sandwich, so I'm super excited. I always have a hard time choosing savory from sweet, so I usually go for both. Avocado bread is actually a cold fermented charcoal sourdough bread. I've never had that before, so that should be cool. Then we have something like a yogurt sauce over here. It's called labne, and Aleppo chili. And I hope it's not too spicy because I don't do well with spices. I'm starting to believe the guy, but he said this is the best brunch in the UK, London, and apparently the world. We're gonna check that, but this is really good. All right, and for the award-winning banana bread, it smells amazing, by the way. It's honey mascarpone with fresh berries and almond flakes. So, let's see. Alright, let's see if this was a good choice. The banana bread is very moist, has a lot of flavor, it's really good. And it just feels so light in your mouth. A mixture of the berries and the mascarpone. Oh, it's really good. I really like this place. We're coming back. So our server was kind enough to bring us a glass of Prosecco each, not just for me, of course. We had delicious mimosas, and now we're on the second glass of Prosecco. Hey! So cheers, mates! Cheers!
You might be the one that truly got me. I feel it too. You might be the one that truly got me. I feel it too.
So this is the balcony where the Queen and all the royals come out and wave, and the crowd is over here just looking at them.
So you can see the different colour in the stone. Like the back part there is more of a sandy colour and the front is more kind of York stone. Albert and Victoria chose this to be their house, but before that it was called Buckingham, I think it was called Buckingham House, not Buckingham Palace, and it was like a horseshoe shape. So they built this section across the front of it to make it into a quadrangle. So that's why you have this colour stone and this front bit. So the front bit's new, but it's Victorian, obviously, because Victoria and Albert built it.
So right now we are in front of the Victoria Memorial, which is directly in front of Buckingham Palace, and This monument was unveiled in 1911 and was sculpted by Thomas Brock. And something special about the compound, what makes up the statue, it is made of pentelic marble, which
Comes from an Athenian Greek mountain. Well, Greek mountain in Athens.
we're learning a lot. I'm learning a lot that I didn't even know. And I will throw in another fun fact that as we see a lot of taxis driving around, classic black cab, London taxi drivers have to regularly test. So they have to have pretty much every street of the city memorized to do the job.
That's insane. Another thing, the statues surrounding the Queen Victoria monument, they represent different industries. There's a lot of like secret little
Where you have
things
you
like
have to decode.
almost like Easter eggs that you kind of have to like look and be like, oh, what does that mean? Like a lot of little intricate things all around all these monuments, and the city is covered with all of it, and just amazing buildings, beautiful. Like, it reminds me a lot of Boston, our first vlog. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. And but this is like times 100, because that's where a lot of the buildings from Boston was influenced from, and it's
It's a beautiful city.
like, oh, and I just saw the London Eye. So, breaking news, guys. Stanley Tucci is stealing our ideas. We're here filming, and here he comes with his professional crew and shows us off. But whatever.
Our GoPro is gonna get much better angles.
Oh yeah. But that was cool. We almost rubbed shoulders. Harold. Yes, mate. Tell Elizabeth that I'm running a bit late for our afternoon tea. Yes. I will be in Buckingham Palace by 5:15. Yes. Okay. Cheers, mate.
Standing in the middle between James's Park and the Birdcage Walk. So James Park was obviously named after King James I, and Birdcage Walk was pretty much named after his interest in wild birds, and along this road he would kind of keep his wild birds, and hence the literal name Birdcage Walk. And another fun fact to go along with his interest in cute like wild animals, in James Park put alligators, elephants, and pretty much zoo animals right in the middle of the park. And he kind of planned this out well, because Birdcage Walk runs directly to Buckingham Palace. So he could just kind of leave the palace, go for a walk, see his birds, his collection, take pride in what he's done. Also, we found the grounds where the bird keeper of King James's birds would live. They had their own little cottage, and it was actually designed to be like a Swiss chalet, and they did that to make a very stark contrast between the grand design of the rest of the city across and the cute little quaint cottage.
You might be the one that truly got me. I'd be it too. You might be the one